Hello, friends of Sudoku. Welcome to the New York Times June 13, 2023 edition of their Heart Sudoku puzzle. We get started right away. The 9 blocks over here, so one of these is going to be a 9, and we also therefore have a 9 in one of these two squares here. 5 blocks across here and down here, so we need a 5 in this square, and therefore in one of these squares here. I see a 2 blocking across and an 8 blocking across, so these two squares must be a 2 and an 8 combo. And that makes these squares a 9, 5, and a 6. The 5 and a 9 block up here, so here is a 6. 6 blocks over and 6 up. One of these is a 6, and therefore we will have a 6 in one of these two squares eventually. We also have a 9 blocking over here and up here. So one of these is a 9. We have an 8 blocking across here and from up here blocking across here and up here. So it seems as if these two squares must be 8 and 9. So for these squares we are going to need a 5, 6 and a 1. 5 and a 6 block up, so the 1 must go here. These two squares now must be a 5 and a 6. 5, 6. And I think I'll have to wait a bit before I know what to do with that. Well, 5 goes in one of these squares. Yes, 5 goes here, right. 6s. No, I'm not seeing it yet. 7 here or here, because this 7 blocks down and this blocks across. One of these is a 7. That's the reason. Seem to have only 1 3 in the grid so far. 5 and 9 here. These squares therefore must be a 4, 7 and a 3. And again, I seem to be unable to do something about that. But we have a 1 blocking down and up and across, so here's a 1. Maybe that'll help a little. We have a 9 blocking across here and up here, so one of these is a 9. Therefore, remember we were talking about an 8 and a 9 for these squares. This cannot be a 9, it must be an 8, and this must be a 9. So an 8 blocks down here now and up, therefore this is an 8. We got 7, 8 blocking down and 7, 8 blocking over. We got 7 and 8s restricted to 2 of these squares here. This square must be a 3 or a 4. We need a 3, 4, 6, and a 9 for these squares. So 9 goes here or here. The lack of 3s is setting me back a little. But while I'm thinking about that, I'm noticing the 2 1s blocking across and the 2 1s blocking up and down. That gives me a 1 for this square. A 2 must go here or here because this 2 blocks down, therefore 2 must go here or here. It strikes me that we got a 5 and a 6 blocking up here. We got a 6 here and a possible 5 here and here blocking across. So these squares must be a 5 and a 6. And we also have a 1 blocking down and over. So a 1 goes here. And now we got the 9 blocking down and across. So a 9 is forced into this square. The 2 blocks down. The 2 must go here or here. Remember how we said that one of these is a 2 and therefore one of these is a 2. Now this possible 2 here blocks across, making a 2 out of this square. And now we have 2 here or here. 9s. Yeah, 9 here or here now. So 5 and a 6. Still to find 3, 4, 2 and a 9. And that's not really obvious yet. So about these 4 empty squares in column 3, we need to find a 2, 4, 7 and an 8. We have a 2, 8, and a 7 blocking here. So this is a 4. 4 blocks up and down and over. Here's another 4. So one of these is going to be a 4 now. 3, 6, and 9 here. All we know is that a 9 goes here or here, and here or here, of course. 4 must go here or here. Across row 6, we need to find a 5, 3, 2, and a 6. 5 and a 6 block here, so this is a 2 or a 3. 5 and 6 up here block down, so this is also a 2 and a 3. We got a 2 and a 3 in these two squares here, making a 5 and a 6 out of these two squares. So 2 and a 3 here, 7, 8 up here somewhere, 9 here, so 4 here, here. Can we get any closer? I don't really know. What about this square? It's pretty restricted. It cannot be a 2 or a 3 because we got 2s and 3s here, right? And it can't be a 1 either. Nor can it be a 4. It could be a 5, yes. No, it couldn't because a 5 goes up here. It also cannot be a 6. It could be a 7. No, also not a 7, 8. It's got to be a 9. Yes, and that makes a 9 out of this square. I think that's it for the 9s. But we are further restricting now the possibilities for box 5. 2, 3 here. 4 here, here. 5 must go here because we got a 5 blocking up. 5 blocking over, possible 5 up here blocking down. So here's a 5. That gives me a 5 for this square and for this. This therefore must be a 9. And that makes a 9 out of this square. Here we are looking for a 6 and a 3. Those 3s, they're really bugging me. Or rather, the lack of 3s is bugging me. Well, get through it though. 2, 3 here. 4, 7, 8 for these squares. 7 and 8 block down. 7 and 8 block over. Here's a 4. 7, 8 here now. 5, 6. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, not 2, 3, because we would then have a unique rectangle. If we say that the 2 blocks down here, and this cannot be a 2 or a 3, guess what? The 2 will have to go here. And that makes a 2 out of this square and a 3 here. And this therefore must be the 6 we were looking for. And that gives me a 6 up here and a 5 here, because we analyzed this already. The 5 blocks over and up, here's a 5. 3, 4, 7 here. And 3, 4, 7 here. Oh well, we'll just have to work around those limitations. 2 and 3 here, 2 blocks down, here's a 3, here's a 2. 3 blocks across and down, here's another 3. This 3 blocks here, therefore we know that this square must be a 3. Here we just need to find a 4, 8, and a 6. 6 blocks across and down, here's a 6. This is a 4, 8. And a 4, 8. We also need a 7. 7 must go here or here. 8 can't go here. But here, this lonely cell can only be a 6. And that makes a 6 out of this cell here. 2, 7, 8 here now. 2 goes up here somewhere. We also have 2s in these, and 8s, of course. I almost forgot about this square here. That's a 4. And that makes a 4 here, and an 8 here, and a 7 here. We know one of these had to be a 7. Now this 7 blocks across, so a 7 goes here. 2, 8 here, 2, 8 here. 2 blocks over though, so 8 here, and 2 here. 8 blocks down and across. Here's an 8. Only one square left in box 4, and that's got to be a 2. That makes this a 2, and this square can only be a 3 now. Blocking over, here's another 3, and this empty square must be a 7. Blocking up, here's another 7, and a 7 therefore must go here. This must be a 3, and this must be a 4, making this a 4 and this a 3. One square missing down here, and that's got to be a 7. That's it for today's puzzle. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.